Kindly take your seat, make yourself comfortable wherever you are, and I take this opportunity to extend to each and every one of you a warm welcome and a hearty namaste, those of you who are here, and those of you who have joined us on the internet. मैं आपको हार्दिक नमस्ते व्यक्त करना चाहता हूँ और मैं आपको सुस्वागत करता हूँ. Welcome to today's satsang. We'll take the bhajan Naranadi Sabaprata Sham, which is on page 190. All right, we'll take 191. Nirbala ke pran pukara rahe. And then we go, we bring our thoughts to where we're sitting this morning. Page 191. Indravesh, Dhula.
निर्बल के प्राण पुकार रहे, जगदीश हरे जगदीश हरे. निर्बल के प्राण पुकार रहे, जगदीश हरे जगदीश हरे. श्वासों के स्वर झंकार रहे, जगदीश हरे जगदीश हरे. निर्बल के प्राण पुकार रहे. आकाश हिमालय सागर में, पृथ्वी पाताल चराचर में. आकाश हिमालय सागर में, पृथ्वी पाताल चराचर में. पृथ्वी पाताल चराचर में. यह मधुर जगदीश हरे जगदीश हरे. निर्बल के प्राण पुकार रहे. तुम हो करुणा के धाम सदा, सेवक है राधे श्याम सदा. तुम हो करुणा के धाम सदा, सेवक है राधे श्याम सदा. सेवक है राधे श्याम सदा. बस इतन सदा विचार रहे, जगदीश हरे जगदीश हरे. निर्बल के प्राण पुकार रहे, जगदीश हरे जगदीश हरे. निर्बल के प्राण पुकार रहे.
Nirbala ke pran pukar rahe. The breath of the weak and downtrodden people keeps calling out, Jagadish Hare, Jagadish Hare. We today, this morning, we have come gather once again, even though we may not be weak, but we called out on God, Jagadish Hare, Jagadish Hare. Hail unto thee, O Master of the universe. Hail unto thee, the song of our breath. Keep calling your name as we sit to communicate to him on a personal level, performing our sandhya, proper thinking a logical manner, Thus we make ourselves comfortable wherever we are sitting so that you can communicate. Today's Sandhya is going to be led by Pandita Rukmin and all the other Pandits around, because Pandita Gayatri is not here this morning, Pandita Shamal is not here, and Pandita Rukmin and Pandita Gayatri were scheduled for Sandhya this morning. No. My name
is Sadete Jagat Karanaya, Namaste Chite Sarvalokashrayaya, Namo Dvaita Tattvaya Mukti Pradaya, Namo Brahmane Vyapine Shashvataya, Tvameva Mata Cha Pita Tvameva, Tvameva Bandhuscha Sakha Tvameva, Tvameva Vidya Dravinam Tvameva, Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva, Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva, Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva. Om Bhurvuvah Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Naha Prachodayat. Om Bhurvuvah Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Naha Prachodayat. Om Bhurvuvah Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Naha Prachodayat. Sandhya Upasana Prarabhyate.
Let us all place our right palm into our left palm and let us all sit. Om Shano Devi Rabhishtaya Apo Bhavantu Pitaye Shanyodabhisravantu Naha. Indriya Sparsha, touching our body limbs. Om Vak Vak, Om Pranaha Pranaha, Om Chakshuh Chakshuh, Om Shrotram Shrotram, Om Nabhihi, Om Hridayam, Om Kantaha, Om Shiraha, Om Bahubhyam Yashobalam, Om Kartara Karaprishthe. Marjana, touching our body limbs again. Om Bhuh Punatu Shirasi, Om Bhuvaha Punatu Netrayo, Om Swaha Punatu Kanthe, Om Maha Punatu Hridaye, Om Janaha Punatu Nabhyam, Om Tapaha Punatu Padayo, Om Satyam Punatu Punaha Shirasi, Om Ham Brahma Punatu Sarvatra. Pranayam. Om Bhuh, Om Bhuvaha, Om Swaha, Om Maha
जनः ॐ तपः ॐ सत्यम् ॐ भुः ॐ भुवः ॐ स्वः ॐ महः ॐ जनः ॐ तपः ॐ सत्यम्
अथ अगनमर्शनम्
ॐ मृतं च
सत्यं चाभिधा तपसोऽध्यजायत ततो रात्रयजायत ततः समुद्रो अर्णवः ॐ समुद्रार्णवादधि संवत्सरो अजायत अहोरात्राणि विदधत् विश्वस्य मिषतो वशी ॐ सूर्याचन्द्रमसौ धाता यथा पूर्वमकल्पयत् दिवं च पृथिवीं चान्तरिक्षम् अथो स्वाहा
अथ मनसा परिक्रमा
ॐ
प्राचीदिग्निरधिपतिरसितो रक्षितादित्य ईशवः तेभ्यो नमोऽधिपतिभ्यो नमो रक्षितृभ्यो नमः ईशभ्यो नमः एभ्यो अस्तु योऽस्माद्वेष्टियं वयं द्विष्मस्तं वोजम्भे दद्मः ॐ दक्षिणादिगिन्द्रोऽधिपतिस्थिरश्चिराजि रक्षिता पितरवैषवः तेभ्यो नमोऽधिपतिभ्यो नमो रक्षितृभ्यो नमः ईशभ्यो नमः एभ्यो अस्तु योऽस्माद्वेष्टियं वयं द्विष्मस्तं वोजम्भे दद्मः ॐ प्रतीचि दिग्वरुणोऽधिपतिः पिनाको रक्षिता नमैषवः तेभ्यो नमोऽधिपतिभ्यो नमो रक्षितृभ्यो नमः ईशभ्यो नमः एभ्यो अस्तु योऽस्माद्वेष्टियं वयं द्विष्मस्तं वोजम्भे दद्मः ॐ उदीचि दिक्सोमोऽधिपतिः स्वजो रक्षिता शनिरीशवः तेभ्यो नमोऽधिपतिभ्यो नमो रक्षितृभ्यो नमः ईशभ्यो नमः एभ्यो अस्तु योऽस्माद्वेष्टियं वयं द्विष्मस्तं वोजम्भे दद्मः ॐ ध्रुवादिग्विष्णुरधिपतिः कल्माशग्रीवो रक्षिता वीरुधैषवः तेभ्यो नमोऽधिपतिभ्यो नमो रक्षितृभ्यो नमः ईशभ्यो नमः एभ्यो अस्तु योऽस्माद्वेष्टियं वयं द्विष्मस्तं वोजम्भे दद्मः ॐ ऊर्ध्वादिक्बृहस्पतिरधिपतिः श्वित्रो रक्षिता वर्षमीशवः तेभ्यो नमोऽधिपतिभ्यो नमो रक्षितृभ्यो नमः ईशभ्यो नमः एभ्यो अस्तु योऽस्माद्वेष्टियं वयं द्विष्मस्तं वोजम्भे दद्मः
उपस्थानम्
ॐ उद्वयं तमसस्परि स्वः पश्यन्त उत्तरम् देवं देवत्रा सूर्यम् अगन्मज्योतिरुत्तमम् ॐ उदुद्यं जातवेदसं देवं वहन्ति केतवः दृश्ये विश्वाय सूर्यम् ॐ चित्रं देवानाम् उरगाननीकम् चक्षुर्मित्रस्य वरुणस्य आग्नेः आप्राज्या वा पृथिवी अन्तरिक्षं सूर्य आत्मा जगतस्तस्सुसश्च स्वाहा ॐ तच्चक्षुर्देवहितं पुरस्ताच्चक्रमोच्चरत् पश्येमा शरदः शतं जीवेमा शरदः शतं शृणुयामा शरदः शतं प्रब्रवामा शरदः शतम् अधीनाः स्यामा शरदः शतं भूयश्च शरदः शतात् भूयश्च शरदः शतात् भूयश्च शरदः शतात्
ब्रह्म गायत्री सावित्री गुरु मंत्रः
ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वाहा तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वाहा तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् O soul of life, the holy King of kings, O God of all the regions high and low, O Lord of joy, whose glory nature sings, who shapes the earth and lets the mortals grow, we seek thy blessed feet to meditate upon thy glorious form of holy light, which drives away the gloom of sins we hate, and makes the souls of righteous people bright. My heart, O Father, meekly prays to thee, to win thy grace to make me good and wise, and bless my mind with knowledge full and free, from dark and vicious thoughts of sins and lies. Yes, from dark and vicious thoughts of sins and lies. Yes, from dark and vicious thoughts of sins and lies. Om Bhurbhuvah Swaha Tatsavidurvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् हे ईश्वर दयानिधे भवत्कृपयानेन जपोपासनादिकर्मणा धर्मार्थकाममोक्षाणां सद्यः सिद्धिर्भवेत् ईश्वर नमस्कुर्यात् ॐ नमः शम्भवाय च मयो भवाय च नमः शङ्कराय च मयस्कराय च नमः शिवाय च शिवतराय च मंगलेश शंकर मंगल करो हमारा पावन प्रकाश पाए परमार्थ पुण्य द्वारा I bow to thee, O God of calm, O God of peace and Lord of bliss divine. Thy grace supplies to burning hearts abound. Thy blessings in my right desire shine. I also thank thee for thy rule benign, thy kind protections and thy blessings sweet. And those who are the dreaded foes of mine, I lay them humbly at thy gracious feet. Yes, God, I lay them humbly at thy gracious feet. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Iti Sandhyopasana Vidhi Samaptaha.
Our personal communication with God on a day and today, this morning, as we beg God, may God grant us the ability that we can logically, sequentially organize our thought process, and we can also organize our activity in the same logical and sequential manner as we go about our week's activity in order for us to become successful. When we are logical and sequential in our thinking, then our entire personality is calm and tranquil, and we go about our activity with the same tranquility, calmness in our personality, not being agitated too often. This is the whole purpose of the Sandhya, personal communication with God on a daily basis. And this morning it's a communal level. We take the bhajan, Torah man darapana kehlaye, that, oh God, my mind would reflect whatever I'm thinking, and my activities, whatever I'm thinking, is going to be reflected in my activities and in the words that I speak. Page 266. And we beg God that, oh God, mine is the cause of both pleasant and painful experiences. We beg that, oh God, may you remove those painful experiences that we may experience, because our mind is not focused on what we have to do and achieve in life.
Torah man darpan kehlai, Torah man darpan kehlai. हरे भूरे सारे कर्मों को, हरे भूरे सारे कर्मों को देखे और दिखाए, मन दर्पण कहलाए, तोरा मन दर्पण कहलाए. देवता मन ही ईश्वर, मन से बरान कोई. मन ही देवता मन ही ईश्वर, मन से बरान कोई. मन उजियारा जब जब पहले, जब उजियारा हो, इस उजले दर्पण पर प्राणी धूल न जाने पाए. तोरा मन दर्पण कहलाए, तोरा मन दर्पण कहलाए. सुख की कलियां दुख के कांटे, मन सब आधार. सुख की कलियां दुख के कांटे, मन सब आधार. मन से कोई बात छुपे ना मन की नैन हजार। जग से चाहे भागल कोई मन से भाग न पाए। तोरा मन दर्पण कहलाए, तोरा मन दर्पण कहलाए। धन की दौलत ढलती छाया, मन का धन अनमोल। धन की दौलत ढलती छाया, मन का धन अनमोल। धन की कारण मन की धन को मतमती मेरो। मन की कादर भूलने वाला धीरज जन्मगाए। तोरा मन दर्पण कहलाए, तोरा मन दर्पण कहलाए। हरे भूरे सारे कर्मों को देखे और दिखाए। तोरा मन दर्पण कहलाए, तोरा मन दर्पण कहलाए, तोरा मन दर्पण कहलाए।
धन की दौलत ढलती छाया, मन का धन अनमोल. The wealth of this body diminishes, but that of the mind is substantially precious. In pursuit of body pleasure, O God, we do not ruin the potentials of the mind. We beg God as we enjoy all the things in this world, personal pleasure, we beg that, O God, may our minds always be intact. May our minds always be focused. And in refusing to treat the mind with respect, we waste away the potentials of human birth. If we do not focus our minds, which is the whole purpose sitting to do Sandhya, Havan, sit in a Satsang, is to get your mind focused, that you can go about your activities in a calm manner. That mind of ours, as we know, can travel in distance in one wakeful state and even in one sleep. We may be sitting here at this time. But if we cannot control that mind of ours, we will be thinking a million miles away. If we can at this moment bring our minds to where we are sitting and think of nothing else at this moment, then we are making progress in our life in terms that we can control the mind of ours. We hope and pray that you have been able to do that on a constant basis as you make personal communication with your God. Once again, on behalf of all the executive members, our Guruji who's not here, I wish to extend to each and every one of you a warm welcome and a hearty namaste. Those of you who are here, mothers and fathers, brothers and sisters, and those of you who have joined us on the internet for today's satsang. We will continue with the second portion of today's satsang, the Havan Yajna, purification of the atmosphere, and again purifying our minds. I'll ask the children to kindly stand, come down on the stage and take your seat very orderly, very quietly, and make sure you have your books with you. And those of you who know where you have to sit, come and take your position. The Vedi next to the music, the harmonium, etc. You know what you have to do. And today's Yajman is no other than Avinash and his sister Ambika. Are they here? Come on the stage, please. And I have Shobha and Yogesh. Meshi, would you sit with the children? Will you sit to them too? Okay. So the two, Avinash and Ambika, would take one side. Yogesh and His sister Shobha would take the other side. Stand as you take this, where you're going to sit, keep standing as we chant, take this Sankalp for today as usual. As we clasp our palms, all of us, the entire audience, this is something that we all should be doing. We're leading it up here, but as we all clasp our palms, we establish time and place of this yajna.
स्वतमन्वन्तरे अष्टाविंशतितमे कलियुगे कलिप्रथम चरणे अस्मिन् प्लवंग विक्रम संवत्सरे भाद्रपद मासे कृष्णपक्षे रविवासरे अमावास्य तिथौ आश्लेषा नक्षत्रे नागकर्णे परिगणयोगे अयं साप्ताहिक सत्संगः प्रारभ्यते अयं साप्ताहिक सत्संगः प्रारभ्यते अयं साप्ताहिक सत्संगः प्रारभ्यते.
Now that we have established time and place of the yajna, you take the yajman, take their seat, and Pandita Amrita would lead us in today's Havan Yajna along with the other Panditas. One person's missing hand. Nishta, you might sit in the very first day. Kevin. Let's just sit next to Kevin and then stand next to you. As we sip the water, you make sure you sit comfortably. Make those children in front, make sure you get in your books so you can follow and learn. And you sit comfortably as possible. Second mode of purification, Havan Yajna. Physical purifying the environment, and once again purifying your thoughts and your entire personality. Over to Pandita Amrita.
Ata Achmanam. Let us symbolically sip water. Just pretend as if you have water in your palms.
Om Amrita Pasturnamasi Swaha. Om Amrita Pidhanamasi Swaha. Om सत्यं यशः श्रीर्मयि श्रीः श्रायतां स्वाहा.
Atha Angasparshaha, touching our body limbs with sacramental water. Om
Vangma astu. Om nasur me prano astu. Om akshinor me chakshurastu. Om karnayor me shrotram astu. Om bahur me balam astu. Om urvurma ojo astu. Om arishtani mengani tanustanva me sahasantu.
Ateshwari Stuti Prarthana Upasana. Here begins the glorification of prayer to and communion with God. Om
Vishwani Deva Savitar Duritani Parasuva Yad Bhadram Tana Asuva. Om Hiranya Garbha Samavartatagre Bhutasya Jatah Patireka Asit Sadadhar Prithvim Dyamutema Tasmai Devaya Havisha Vidhema. Om Ya Atmada Baladayasya Vishwa Upasate Prashisham Yasya Deva Yasya Chayamritam Yasya Mrityu Tasmai Devaya Havisha Vidhema. Om Yah Pranato Nimishato Mahitvaika Idraja Jagato Babhuva Yaishe Asya Dvipadashchatushpadaha Kasmai Devaya Havisha Vidhema. Om Yena Jarugra Prithvi Chatridha Yena Swahastavitam Yena Nakaha Yo Antarikshe Rajaso Vimanaha Kasmai Devaya Havisha Vidhema. Om Prajapate Natvaretanyanya Vishwajatani Parita Babhuva Yat Kamaste Chuhumastano Astu Vayam Syama Patayorayena. Om Sano Banbhurjanita Savidhata Dhamani Veda Bhuvanani Vishwa Yatra Deva Amritamanashanas Tritiye Dhaman Adyayanta. Om Agnenaya Supataraye Asman Vishwani Deva Vayunani Vidwan Yuyodyasmat Juhurana Beno Bhuishvante Nama Uktim Vidhema. He Sakal Jagat ke Utpati Karta समग्र ऐश्वर्य युक्त शुद्ध स्वरूप सर्व सुखों के दाता परमेश्वर आप कृपा करके हमारे संपूर्ण दुर्गुण दुर्व्यसन और दुखों को दूर कीजिए जो कल्याण कारण गुण कर्म स्वभावारे पधारत है, वे सब हमको प्राप्त कराइए।
O God, O Creator of this universe, O radiant cause of all manifestations, do remove from us all that is difficult in our experience and all tendencies to transgress your laws, and bring unto us all that is beautiful, benevolent, and auspicious. O Master of this entire creation, no one except you can supersede the creatures of this visible and of all the invisible worlds. May those desires for which we come to your shelter be fulfilled. May we be masters of earthly and heavenly riches.
इतीश्वर स्तुति प्रार्थनोपासना प्रकरणम् अथ स्वस्ति वाचनम्। ॐ अग्निमीरे पुरोहितं यजस्य देवं ऋत्विजं होतारं रत्नधातमम्। ॐ सनः पितेव सूनवे अग्ने सुपायनो भव स च स्वानः स्वस्तये। ॐ स्वस्ति नो मिमितामश्विना भगः स्वस्ति देव्यादितिरनर्वणः स्वस्ति पूषा असुरो दधातुनः स्वस्ति द्यावा पृथिवी सुचेतुना। ॐ स्वस्तये वायुमुपब्रवामहे सोमं स्वस्ति भुवनस्य यस्पतिः बृहस्पतिं सर्वगणं स्वस्तये। स्वस्तय आदित्यासो भवन्तु नः। ॐ विश्वे देवानो अद्य स्वस्तये वैश्वानरो वसुरग्निः स्वस्तये। देवा अवन्तु ऋभवः स्वस्तये। स्वस्ति नो रुद्रः पात्वंहसः। ॐ स्वस्ति मित्रा वरुणा स्वस्ति पत्ये रेवती स्वस्ति न इन्द्रश्चाग्निश्च स्वस्ति नो अदिते कृधि। ॐ स्वस्ति पन्थाम् अनुचरेम सूर्या चन्द्रमसाविव पुनर्दधताग्नता जानता सङ्गमेमहि। इति संक्षेपतः स्वस्ति वाचनम् अथ शान्तिकरणम्। ॐ शन्ना इन्द्राग्नि भवतामहोभिः शन्ना इन्द्रा वरुणा रातहव्या शमिन्द्रा सोमा सुविताय शम्युः शन्ना इन्द्रा पूषणा वाजसातौ। ॐ शन्नो भगः शमुनः शंसोऽस्तु शन्नः पुरन्धिः शमुसन्तुरायः शन्नः सत्यस्य सूयमस्य शंसः शन्नो अर्यमा पुरुजातो अस्तु। ॐ शन्नो धाता शमुर्हरदानो अस्तु शन्ना उरुचि भवतु स्वधाभिः शम्रोदसी बृहति शन्नो अद्रिः शन्नो देवानां सुहवानि सन्तु। ॐ शन्नो अग्निर्ज्योतिरनीको अस्तु शन्नो मित्रा वरुणा वश्विनाशम् शन्नः सुकृतां सुकृतानि सन्तु शन्ना ईशिरो अभिवातु वातः। ॐ शन्नो द्यावा पृथिवी पुरवहूतौ शमन्तरिक्षं दृशयेनो अस्तु शन्ना ओषधिर्वनिनो भवन्तु शन्नो रजसस्पतिरस्तु जिष्णुः। ॐ शन्ना इन्द्रो वसुभिर्देवो अस्तु शमादितेभिर्वरुणः शुशंसः शन्नो रुद्रो रुद्रेभिर्जलाशः शन्नः स्वस्ताग्नाभिरिह शृणोतु ॐ शन्नः सोमो भवतु ब्रह्मशन्नः शन्नो ग्रावाणः शमुसन्तु यज्ञाः शन्नः स्वरुणामितयो भवन्तु शन्नः प्रस्वः शमवस्तु वेदिः
अथ शिव संकल्प mantraः. That far-going light of all lights, that flies to distances in one's wakeful state, and even so in one's sleep, may that my mind, may the mind of all of us here today be filled with beautiful and benevolent thoughts.
Om Yajagrato Duramudeti Devam Taru Suptasya Tathaivaiti Durangamam Jyotisham Jyotirekam Tanme Manaha Shiva Sankalpamastu Om Yena Karmaya Paso Manishino Yache Krinvanti Vidhate Shudhiraha Yad Purvam Yakshamantaha Prajana Tanme Manaha Shiva Sankalpamastu Om Yat Prajanam Udacheto Tritischa Yat Jyotirantaramritam Prajasu Yasmanarite Kinchana Karma Kriyate Tanme Manaha Shiva Sankalpamastu Om Yenedam Bhutam Bhuvanam Bhavishyat Parigrihitam Amritena Sarvam Yena Yachastayate Saptahota Tanme Manaha Shiva Sankalpamastu Om Yasmin Richaha Samaya Jumshi Yasmin Pratishtita Ratana Bhavivaraha Yasmin Shitam Sarvamotam Prajana Tanme Manaha Shiva Sankalpamastu Om Shusharadhirashmani Vayan Manushyan Meneyate Bhishubhirvajinaiva Pripratishtam Yadajiram Jabishtam Tanme Manaha Shiva Sankalpamastu Tanme Manaha Shiva Sankalpamastu.
O King, with your peaceful flow, bring peace to the world of animals and peace to the world of human beings too. Peace indeed to the world of trees and plants. Sanaha
Pavasvasham Gave Sham Janaya Shamarvate Sham Rajanyoshadhibhyaha.
No fear from our friends, nor from those who are unfriendly to us. No fear from the known, nor from the unknown. No fear in the night, nor in the day. May we be friends unto all directions, and may all directions be friendly unto us.
Oh. अभयमित्रात् अभयममित्रात् अभयं जातात् अभयं परोक्षात् अभयं नक्तम् अभयं दिवानः सर्वाशा मम मित्रं भवन्तु सर्वाशा मम मित्रं भवन्तु इति संक्षेपतः शान्तिकरणम्
अथाग्निप्रदीपनम्
बचे पाप के कर्मों से बचे पाप के कर्मों से सदा शुभ कर्म करे रहे दूर बुराई से रहे दूर बुराई से सब है मेहमान यहाँ सब है मेहमान यहाँ करके जो भलाई गई उनका गुणगान यहाँ उनका गुणगान यहाँ भगवान को याद करे भगवान को याद करे अनमोल है जीवन ये नहीं से बर्बाद करे नहीं से बर्बाद करे नहीं से बर्बाद करे।
Let us all look on as we kindle the sacred fire.
ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वाहा ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वयौरिव भूम्ना पृथिवीवरिम्ना तस्यास्ते पृथिवी देवयजनि पृष्ठे अग्निमनादमनाद्यायादधे।
With outstretched palms, let us all fan the sacred fire.
ॐ उद्भूय स्वाग्नि प्रतिजाग्रहि त्वमिष्टापूते संसृजेधामयं च अस्मिन् सहस्ते अजुतरस्मिन् विश्वे देवा यजमानश्च सीदता
देवाश्च यजमानश्च सीदता। अथ समिदाधानम्।
त इद्मा आत्मा जातवेदसेने यस्वावर्धस्व चेदावर्धाय चास्मान् प्रजया पशुभिर्ब्रह्मावर्चसे नानाद्येन समेधाय स्वाहा इदम् अग्नये जातवेदसे इदं न मम ॐ समिधाग्निं दोवस्यतघृतर्बोधयतातिथिम् अस्मिन् हव्याजोहोतन सुसमिधाय शोषिषे घृतं तीव्रं जोहोतन अग्नये जातवेदसे स्वाहा इदम् अग्नये जातवेदसे इदं न मम तन्त्वा समिद्भिरङ्गिरो घृतेन वर्धयामसि बृहच्छोषाय विष्य Swaha. Idam Agnaye Angirase Idam Mama.
Panchagrita Hutayaha, 5 ghee oblations. Om
Ayanta Idma Atma Jata Vedastene Yaswavardhasvachedavardhaya Chasman Prajaya Pashubhir Brahma Varchase Nanadyena Samedhaya Swaha. Idam Agnaye Jata Vedase Idam Mama. Om Ayanta Idma Atma Jata Vedastene Yasvavardhasvachedavardhaya Chasman Prajaya Pashubhir Brahma Varchase Nanadyena Samedhaya Swaha. Idam Agnaye Jata Vedase Idam Mama. Om Ayanta Idma Atma Jata Vedastene Bhasvavardhasvachedavardhaya Chasman Prajaya Pashubhir Brahma Varchase Nanadyena Samedhaya Swaha. Idam Agnaye Jata Vedase Idam Mama. Om Ayanta Idma Atma Jata Vedastene Yasvavardhasvachedavardhaya Chasman Prajaya Pashubhir Brahma Varchase Nanadyena Samedhaya Swaha. Idam Agnaye Jata Vedase Idam Mama.
5th and final time.
Om Ayanta Idma Atma Jata Vedastene Yasvavardhasvachedavardhaya Chasman Prajaya Pashubhir Brahma Varchase Nanadyena Samedhaya Swaha. Idam Agnaye Jata Vedase Idam Mama.
Ata Jal Sinchana, sprinkling water around the kum.
Let them stand. For 4 stand. Each one side. Avinash start. I'll give it to Avinash first. Avinash, you will sprinkle in the eastern direction. Follow the direction given. That's the east. Ambika, you will sprinkle in the west. Then give it to Shobha. Would take it in the north. Yogesh should take it in the north, and Shobha would circumambulate, beginning from the east center, clockwise to the east, to the center again.
Om Adite Anumanya Swaha.
Give it to Ambika.
Om Anumate Anumanya Swaha.
Yogesh.
Om Saraswati Anumanya Swaha.
Shobha.
Om Deva Savitaha Prasuvayacham Patim Bhagaya Divyo Gandharva Ketapu Ketanaha Punatu Vachaspatir Vachanaha Swadatu.
Keep standing. Put the lota down with the water, and all of you clasp your palms. The children also on the stage, you clasp your palms down below. Today, as you perform Yajna once again, you begging that, oh God, Agni, may our daddy be there to provide leadership and a sense of direction for us, oh God. we beg, may you grant him the ability to do so. May our mother be there for us, O God, that she can provide care and protection for us constantly, O God. And as children, we beg that, O God, may you grant us such ability that we can perform our duties towards our parents and we can be obedient children towards our parents, O God, adhering to their righteous conduct and commands that they would give us. And Indra, moral codes of ethics of conduct that, O God, may we never neglect this Hawanyaja moral values that our parents are trying to teach us, O God. May we always abide by these moral values in our life constantly. Over. Sit. Let them sit and take the key container, and you will continue offering as Panitas will chant. North, south, center, to the middle. 4. Avinash take the first in the north. Ambika the second in the south. Yogesh in the center, and Shubha in the center.
Swaha idam agnaye idanna mama Om somaya swaha idam somaya idanna mama Om prajapate swaha idam prajapate idanna mama Om Indraya Swaha Idam Indraya Idanna Mama
Atagrit samagri ahutayaha.
Om Suryo Jyotir Jyotihi Suryaha Swaha Om Suryo Varcho Jyotir Varchaha Swaha Om Jyotihi Suryaha Suryo Jyotihi Swaha Om Sajudevena Savitra Sajudushasendravadya Joshanah Suryo Vetu Swaha.
Evening oblations.
Om Agnir Jyotir Jyotir Agnihi Swaha Om Agnir Varcho Jyotir Varchaha Swaha.
Silent offering.
Om Swaha Om Sajadevena Savitra Sajuratrenyo Vatya Jushano Agnirvetu Swaha.
Morning and evening oblations.
Om Huragnaye Pranaya Swaha Idam Agnaye Pranaya Idanna Mama Om Bhuvarvayave Panaya Swaha Idam Vayave Panaya Idanna Mama Om Swaradityaya Vyanaya Swaha Idam Adityaya Vyanaya Idanna Mama Om Bhurbhuvaha Swaragni Vayavadityebhyah Pranapan Vyanebhyah Swaha Idam Agni Vayavadityebhyah Pranapan Vyanebhyah Idanna Mama Om Apo Jyotirso Amritam Brahma Bhurbhuvah Swarom Swaha Om Yamedham Devagana Pitaraschopasate Taya Mamadya Medhaya Agni Medhavinam Kuru Swaha Om Vishwani Deva Savitar Duritani Parasuva Yad Bhadram Tanna Asuva Swaha उपधाराय अस्मान् विश्वानि देव वयुनानि विद्वान् युयोध्यस्मज्जुहोरानमेनो भूयिष्ठान्ते नम उक्तिं विधेम स्वाहा अथ पूर्णाहुतिरूप आगाराभाष्य भाग आहुतयः ॐ अग्नये स्वाहा इदम् अग्नये इदं नमः ॐ सोमाय स्वाहा इदं सोमाय इदं नमः ॐ प्रजापतये स्वाहा इदं प्रजापतये इदं नमः ॐ इन्द्राय स्वाहा इदमिन्द्राय इदं नमः ॐ भूरग्नये स्वाहा इदम् अग्नये इदं नमः ॐ भुवर्वायवे स्वाहा इदं वायवे इदं नमः ॐ स्वरादित्याय स्वाहा इदम् आदित्याय इदं नमः ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वर्ग्नि वायवादित्येभ्यः स्वाहा इदमग्नि वायवादित्येभ्यः इदं नमः
बार दिन ये आए, बार बार दिल ये गाए, तू जिए हजारों साल ये मेरी है आरज़ू। Happy birthday to you, oh, happy birthday to you, happy birthday to all of you, happy birthday to you. बार बार दिल ये गाए, तू जिए हजारों साल ये मेरी है आरज़ू। Happy birthday to you, oh, happy birthday to you, happy birthday to all of you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you. Today, this morning, we have a lot of birthday celebrants. Avinash is so lucky that today is the exact day of his birthday. He was born on a day like this, on a Sunday, I suppose. And he is observing his birthday today. I wouldn't ask him how young he is, because he wouldn't want to tell me. Also, Ambika, his eldest sister, did observe her birthday a couple days ago, a month ago, but she sits with him today to observe that birthday. We have Shobha, also birthday, and Yogesh. Not the exact date today, but they were given the opportunity to see another year in their life. And today,
She's starting college.
okay. Sorry about that. She's starting college, and we have the student down here too. I'll take them also in that order. Okay. Avinash, I'm certainly sure you have many desires and many things you want to ask for. Right? You're going to ask your mom and dad because your mom is your earthly goddess and your dad is your God. They give you everything you want. But there's one thing they can give you, is that you have to take upon yourself to be a person who wants to succeed in life and do the things you need to do. Thus, you ask God, who is your personal guidance also along with your parents, to inspire you positively that every year as you celebrate the birthday, you want to develop all round mental, physical, spiritual, academical in your life. And then you thank God for giving you the opportunity to see this year, another year in your life. Thank your parents for being there for you to give you whatever you need in order for you to be comfortable, you and your sister both, so that you can fulfill your aims and objectives in life. Be a child who your parents can be proud of, and your parents can make you proud of them also in the way they carry on their activity. So we pray with you today, Avinash. Be obedient to your parents, comply with their vision, and let your mom and dad speak sweet words that would influence you and yield peace at home for you and for your entire family. Slowly you go along as we chant with you. Anuvratah pituh putro matra bhavatu sammanah jaya padye madhumati vacham vadatu shantivam swaha. Stand right here in the center. And you've heard this many times and you know it. Mother is goddess if you believe in God. Father is God because they brought you into this world. They are procreators of God. Treat your teachers with respect and treat your guests when they come to your home with respect. Om Matri Devo Bhava Swaha Pitri Devo Bhava Swaha Acharya Devo Bhava Swaha Om Atithi Devo Bhava Swaha. May God influence you positively, Avinash, that you will fulfill all your aims and objectives that you have in your mind, your desires, as you progress year after year. Give it to your sister. Stay right there. At the end, we'll take all the garlandings. Give it to your sister, Ambika, who did observe her birthday also a month ago. But she's saying along with you, Avinash, the same expression that, oh God, may I develop all wrongly with my personality as I progress year after year. May I be a child who would be obedient to my parents. And may I and you, Avinash, never fight each other as siblings. Ma bhrata bhratara. May no sister hate her brother. May no brother hate his sister. Om. Slowly, Gorang. Om ma bhrata bhrataram dviksham ma swasaram uta swasa samyancha savrata bhutva vacham varata bhadraya swaha. Stand right here. Om Matri Devo Bhava Swaha Pitri Devo Bhava Swaha Acharya Devo Bhava Swaha Om Atithi Devo Bhava Swaha. And Ambika, you know this. You have been practicing, and constantly we beg that may you constantly practice the moral values that your parents teach you and you're learning from this institution. Mother is goddess, father is God, teachers, treat them with respect, and your guests when they come to your home. These are the 4 principles that you would take you along in life if you apply them in your life positively. We pray along with you that may God grant you such ability, you and Avinash, that as you progress, you make your parents proud and all those who you have attachment to, that you'll be an example in society as you go, taking your place. All right, Ambika and Avinash. Yogesh is, what is he doing also? Is Yogesh going to school too or what? Okay. Go to your parents, both of you, Avinash and Ambika. बेकरार हो के दामन थाम लूं मैं किसका, क्या मिसाल दूं मैं तेरी, नाम लूं मैं किसका, नहीं नहीं ऐसा हंसी कोई नहीं है जिसके ये
birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Ambika, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Now, Shobha is sitting because she's going back to school. And how many out of you sitting in the audience in front there, how many of you don't go to school? I'm talking to the viewers and the Virangas in front there. Who don't go to school? Put your hands up. Then all of you stand in front there. All the children in front stand. The children in front. Go up there, put them, line them up on that side. I think next week, some school I think already started, if I'm not, think, God bless you, Ambika. Some schools start already, think, but some school opening on the 4th, I think. And you, the student, next week, you may not have that time to get you involved. You will go up there, and you take them in turn, 3 at a time. Go ahead and go. Yes, the boys on this side and the girls on that side. Boys on this side, girls on that side. Help take them around, and we'll take them 2 at a time or 3. As you begin your school, we address you, old children. In blinding darkness enter those who study only physical science. But more blinding darkness, as it were, is darkness for those who study only delight in spiritual science. What we're telling you here, all of you children on the stage, that you go to school, you need to have an academic education, but at the same time, you also need to develop and have a knowledge of spiritual education in your life. And this is what we're teaching here in spiritualism, moral values in your life. Both you need to acquire as you go along in your life. How many of you have in front here? You have 2, okay. Let them go on very slowly as we chant for them. Om Andhan Tamaha Pravishyanti Ye Vidyam Upasate Tato Bhuya Ivate Tantamo Ya Uvidyayam Rataha Swaha. The next 2. Spiritual science and physical sciences, he who knows both together, he overcome death through physical sciences and attain immortal life through spiritual sciences. So you need both. Om Vidyam Cha Yastad Vedobhyam Saha Avidyaya Mrityum Tirtva Vidyam Mrityam Ashnute Swaha. Next 2. O radiant Lord of knowledge, make these children knowledgeable today with that same knowledge which with the company of learned men and fathers of wisdom strive to attain. Om Yang Medhang Devaganaha Pitaraschopasate Tayama Madhe Medhaya Medhavinam Kuru Swaha. May God, Veda, and all dual forces and even the forces of masculinity and femininity grant spiritual wisdom to all these students here today. Om Medham Te Devah Savita Medham Devi Saraswati Medham Te Ashvinau Devau Adhatam Pushkara Sraja Swaha. Ved, the divine mother of speech, furnishes spiritual milk, butter, and sweet ambrosia for him who recite and study the Pavamani mantras, the essence of wisdom, carefully and receive and preserve by the Rishi. You may have to go with him. Om Pavamani yo adyeti Rishibhihi sambritam rasam Tasmai Saraswati duhe Kiram sarpi madhudakam swaha. Girls, how many have? Speech has been measured out into 4 grades. Scholars in their wisdom know these 4 grades. 3 grades are concealed in secret and they contain no meaning. People of the world speak of the 4th grade. Speeches, the time we open our mouth to say something, someone can assess our entire personality. We beg God, as we go to school, oh God, we the children, may we develop such a speech that when we speak words of wisdom, and we acquire words of wisdom from those who teach us. Om Chatwari Vak Parimita Padani Tani Vidur Brahmana Ye Manishinaha Guhatrini Nihita Negayanti Tureyam Vacho Manushya Varanti Swaha. Next. Om Andhantamaha Pravishyanti Ye Vidyamupasate Tato Bhuya Ivate Tamo Ya Uvidyayam Rataha Swaha. Okay. May God shower His choicest blessings on you, the little children, that may you acquire knowledge in the right manner, and may you put this knowledge to good usage. And Shobha, as you progress in higher education, we pray with you and we evoke the powers of God that may He always be with you. That as you acquire academics, you never neglect your spiritual education in life. You need to have a balanced personality as you grow. Do not neglect one for the other. Om Goram Om Vidyam Cha Yastad Vedobhyam Saha Avidyaya Mrityum Tirtva Vidya Mrityam Ashnute Swaha. One. Om Yang Medham Devaganaha Pitaraschopasate Tayamam Adhyamedhayagni Medhavinam Kuru Swaha. Keep these thoughts in your mind as you continue your education, that education, both spiritual and academic, you need to have, because one without the other cannot conquer life as it is. One gives you the means to acquire material things that you need to survive, and the other one gives you spiritual peace, sanctity in your life, calmness, etc. All right. I also have a message here. Thank you very much, Shubha. Some of you who are from Berbice, Crabble Creek must have heard Vishnu, a very person who has some business in Skeldon. His wife was very ill, and unfortunately for her name Mitra, she passed yesterday. Today is the cremation. Ramdas is here to represent that family. They're all related. Dr. Savi and her mother and others, they've gone to Ghana for this funeral. we extend our deepest sympathy and condolences, where is Ramdas, to this family for this great loss in their life. Whenever these things happen, it disrupts the entire family life. But it's the laws of God, and there is nothing we can do to change that. But we can share our moments of sympathy with the family and reach out. All right, we'll take Ramdas and we go back to the two more children to the class. Tava shariram padayishnu aravan tava chittam vata ivadrajinam tava shringani vishtitha purutra aranyeshu jarabhurana charanti swaha. Om Suryam Chakshuva Ghacha Vatamatmana Divam Cha Ghacha Prithvim Cha Dharmabhi Apova Ghacha Yadi Tatre Hitam Aushadhishu Pratishtha Sharire Swaha. O soul of Mitra, let the sun receive your sight and the air your breath. You go to the heaven or the earth according to your actions, or go to waters or to the trees, if it is so ordained for you, and establish yourself with your new life form with all the limbs of your body. Om Matri Devo Bhava Swaha Pitri Devo Bhava Swaha Acharya Devo Bhava Swaha Om Atithi Devo Bhava Swaha. Convey our message and our sympathy to the family of Ramdas, that we send our condolences and our sympathy to them on this great loss in their life. Next we can have I missed two of the students who were there. They got so grown that I thought they complete colleges already. All the students who are going back to school, you will come and we'll chant with you as we make. In the meantime, imitation. Okay. We take the two and then you will come to the harmony with you. I'll change that chants. Om Medham Te Devah Savita Medham Devi Saraswati Medham Te Ashwinau Devau Adhatam Pushkarasraja Swaha. Next two. Good. Let Kavita take the harmonium. Indravesh, Amitesh, all of you in the room. Who is that? Vijay is in it. All those of you in the room there, can you please come out, please? Naveen is going to go last. He's still in college. Are they listening to me? That window not supposed to be closed. You're failing on your duty of not having that window closed. Oh, come with you up there quick. 3 of them. Oh boy. Om Pavamaniryo Adhityeti Rishibhihi Sambritam Rasam Tasmai Saraswati Duhe Krishram Sarapi Madhudakam Swaha. Next two. Om Vidyam cha Yastad Vedobhyam Saha Avidyam Mrityum Tirtva Vidyam Mrityam Ashnute Swaha. All right. That's it for those of the students going to school. Is there any other thing else before we take the Gayatri Mantra? Or go back to your seat. Atha Brahma Gayatri Savitri Guru Mantra. Whatever brought you to Mandir this morning, you're begging God that, oh God, Dhiyo Yonaha Prachodayat, give us such intelligence that we can make all the right choices, all the right decisions in our lives, in order for life to be meaningful, pleasant, and happy constantly as we continue with our journey. Om Bhurabhuvah Swaha Tat Saviturvarenyam
Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yonaha Prachodayat Swaha. Om Bhurabhuvah Swaha Tat Saviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yonaha Prachodayat Swaha. Om Bhurabhuvah Swaha Tat Saviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yonaha Prachodayat Swaha.
Ata Svishtakrita Ahuti Ata Mohamog Ahuyate.
Om Yadasya Karmano Atyariricham Yadvanyunyamihakaram Agnishat Shrishtakrit Vidyat Sarvam Shrishtam Sotam Karotu Me Agnaye Shrishtakrite Sahutahute Sarva Prayaschittahutinam Kamanam Samardhaitre Sarvanaha Kaman Samardhaya Swaha. Idam Agne Shrishtakrite Idam Namama.
Prajapatya Ahuti.
Om Swaha. Idam Prajapate Idam Namama.
Purna Ahuti, final offerings. Let us all stand.
Mukunji, I didn't see you. What is it there? Come up.
Om
Sarvam Vai Purnam Swaha. Om Sarvam Vai Purnam Swaha. Om Sarvam Vai Purnam Swaha.
Ata Mukha Sparshaha.
Stand against the wall, facing the fire, all of you, in a straight line. As a matter of fact, in a little curve, but just really far right. That's all right. Outstretch arms. All of us.
ॐ तनुपा अग्नेयसि तन्वा मे पाहि ॐ आयुर्दा अग्नेयसि आयुर्मे देहि ॐ वर्चोदा अग्नेयसि वर्चो मे देहि ॐ अग्नेयन्मे तन्वा ऊनं तन्वा आपृणाव ॐ मेधा मे देवः सविता आदधातु ॐ मेधा मे देवी सरस्वती आदधातु ॐ मेधा मे अश्विनौ देवावाधतां पुष्करस्रजौ
Apyayatam, touching our body once again.
ॐ वाक्चामा आप्यायताम् ॐ प्राणश्चामा आप्यायताम् ॐ चक्षुश्चामा आप्यायताम् ॐ श्रोत्रं चामा आप्यायताम् ॐ यशोबलं चामा आप्यायताम् अथ वामदेवगानम् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः कयानश्चित्र आभुवत् ऊती सदा वृतः सखा कया शशिष्ठया वृता ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः कस्वा सत्यो मदानां मंहिष्टो मत्सरन्धसः दृढाचि आलुचे वसु ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः अभीषुनः सखीनाम् अविता चरित्रेणां शतं हवास्युतये शतं हवास्युतये शतं हवास्युतये इति अग्निहोत्रम् इति अग्निहोत्रम् इति अग्निहोत्रम्.
Let us take our seats.
Namaste to everyone, and thank you for coming. Take your seat. We take the Havan Geet, first and last verse, and then we proceed with the other part of today's proceeding.
पूजनीय प्रभु हमारे भाव उज्ज्वल कीजिए चोर देवे चल कपट को मानसिक बल दीजिए वेद की गावे रिचाए सत्य को धारण करे हर्ष में हो मग्न सारे शोक सागर से तरे हाथ जोड़ झुकाए मस्तक वंदना हम कर रहे नाथ करुणा रूप करुणा आप की सब पर रहे पूजनीय प्रभु हमारे भाव उज्ज्वल कीजिए शोर देवे सब कपट को मानसिक बल दीजिए प्रभु मानसिक बल दीजिए प्रभु मानसिक बल दीजिए.
Yajman Dan, would the Yajmans and Yajmani kindly stand? Om Swasti Panthamanucharem Surya Chandramasa Viva Punardhadagnata Jnanata Sangame Mahi Om Swasti Om Swasti Om Swasti. Thank you all the Yajmans and Yajmani who have performed Yajna today in coming to perform Yajna with us. Once again, to those of you who have joined us late on the internet, a warm welcome and a hearty namaste to today's satsang. And those who have joined us here at the Monday late, a warm welcome and a hearty namaste. And we will continue with the program today. And I'm looking at the clock. I don't want to go beyond your time. So we have at least, I think, 3 bhajans or so. But let me take 2 confirmed now. Amitayesh would give us the first one, and Pandit Mukunji will give us the second bhajan. And then we'll move off from there. But as of now,
Namaste, everyone.
namaste.
As I was requested by Didi Nishta, I would like to wish Abhinash, Ambika, and anyone else celebrating their birthday a very, very happy one, and many more to come in the future. Om. Please join with me. तेरा आज जन्मदिन तुझको मुबारक हो तेरा आज जन्मदिन तुझको मुबारक हो आज जन्मदिन आज जन्मदिन आज जन्मदिन आज जन्म तेरा आज जन्म तेरा आज जन्मदिन तुझको मुबारक हो तेरा आज जन्मदिन तुझको मुबारक हो Happy birthday to you Happy birthday to you Happy birthday to you Happy birthday to you फूलो फलो रहो तू जगत में करो धर्म की रक्षा जो कोई दीन अनाथ ही आवे देना प्रेम की भिक्षा प्रेम का पथ है बड़ा निराला प्रेम का पथ है बड़ा निराला धनी हो या गंगा तेरा आज जन्मदिन तुझको मुबारक हो तेरा आज जन्मदिन तुझको मुबारक हो Happy birthday to you Happy birthday to you Happy birthday to you Happy birthday to you परमेश्वर को भूल न जाना जिसने मनुष्य बनाए यार करो अपनी माता को जिसने तुझे जन्माए भाई बहन से मिलकर रहना भाई बहन से मिलकर रहना पानी दूध मिसाल तेरा आज जन्मदिन तुझको मुबारक हो तेरा आज जन्मदिन तुझको मुबारक हो आज जन्मदिन आज जन्मदिन आज जन्मदिन आज जन्म तेरा आज जन्म तेरा आज जन्मदिन तुझको मुबारक हो तेरा आज जन्मदिन तुझको मुबारक हो तेरा आज जन्मदिन तुझको मुबारक हो
Thank you very much, Amitesh, and happy birthday to all those who have observed and who are observing their birthday. I now have the honor asking Pandit Mukunji to give us a bhajan. I haven't seen him for a while, but over to Pandit Mukunji, and
Namaste. Physically, I have not been here because I was actually looking after some other things that normally households have help. But there's certain things that you got to take care of yourself. And with your blessings and Guruji's blessings, everything is okay now, so I'm free from those obligations, and I'm here.
Thank you very much. God bless you.
Especially the children, let us continue to pray for them, guide them. And as Panditji so clearly said, especially for the children, that may God inspire us as a community, as a people, to take care of our children in all the ways. And God's blessing will always be there. Remember, everything that we do in life is interdependent. We cannot think that school, academic work alone is important. In order to be successful in academics, you have to have a physically strong body. A physically strong body helps you to have a good mind. If you have a weak body, obviously your mind would not be balanced. And we have teachers here in the audience, and you would understand, and you're being a parent, you don't need to be a teacher, but being a parent is a teacher. And these are very, very important things. We must take care of our children, physical needs. That is, they should be involved in some kind of sport activity, basketball, baseball. There are so many community activities. Get your children involved. It is very, very important to have a physically strong mind, balanced body. Then your mind will be okay, and all the rest will just follow in place. Culture is there. When you come to Mandir, in your home you enjoy that culture. And when you involve in all the satsang and havan, you grow spiritually. But physically, that's where we start from. We got to have a balanced body. Then the mind obviously goes together with it. So let us pray. God, may all our children, as all our parents, become great parents, so we have great children. हे प्रभु मुझे महान बना दो, हे प्रभु मुझे महान बना दो, हे प्रभु मुझे महान बना दो, बुद्धिमान विद्वान बना दो, बुद्धिमान विद्वान बना दो, हे प्रभु मुझे महान बना दो, हे प्रभु मुझे महान बना दो। विपदाओं से धैर्य न छूटे, विपदाओं में धैर्य न छूटे, मेरा गुरु गांभीर्य न टूटे, देकर विमल विवेक दान प्रभु अंतर आभावान बना दो, हे प्रभु मुझे महान बना दो, हे प्रभु मुझे महान बना दो, हे प्रभु मुझे महान बना दो। बन राकेश है रोतम सारा, बन राकेश है रोतम सारा, मानु हरि आदेश तुम्हारा, देकर विमल विवेक दान प्रभु अंतर महान बना दो, हे प्रभु मुझे महान बना दो.
Thank you very much, Pandit Mukunji, for those words of blessings to the children going back to school and instructing them as a father, as a teacher, what they need to do in order for them to be successful. Yes, of course, you have to strong physically, and then your mind is going to be mentally strong. Because in a weak body, the mind is not going to be strong. You would not be thinking of God. Thank you very much. We have one more final bhajan from Kavita and Kevin.
दो रंग दुनिया के हर दो रास्ते, दो रंग दुनिया के हर दो रास्ते, दो रूप जीवन के जीने के वास्ते.
Kavita for that wonderful bhajan. And it's time now for us to, before we go into the pravachan, I'll take the announcement. Hi, Krishan is not here. He's otherwise occupied as a family personnel. But as you're aware, we have our Gurukul Sthapana Divas coming up, the 11th anniversary. And the flyers still out there. Take flyers, invite your friends and family, and come and listen to words of wisdom. At the same time, we must be proud that we have this building here, the Gurukul, for 11th year now. And for us to be a part of it, it's our Gurukul, all of us, then you need to bring out your family and friends. Because when you want to have knowledge, the mountain does not come to you, but you have to go to the mountain. What happens in this building here is like the mountain. Knowledge is being shared, And you have seen that it's passed on to the young ones, and they are the ones who are put in front these days because they're going to take over, as you know, from the elders when they leave. So you have the Yajna beginning on the 19th of September. You have flyers out there. And bring along your friends so that they can be with us when the knowledge of the Vedas be disseminated. Take the flyers. There is no other announcement that we have that I am aware of. But I want to say thanks to you for coming to Mandir. And this morning we have a little shortcoming in terms of presenting of the pravachan. We need to have a laptop here at the Mandir permanently. If someone can be generous enough to donate one to us, because Jagdish's laptop has problems, and he didn't knew that would have happened. So this morning, the pravachan, you will have to use one of your senses, and that is your ears. So you can close your eyes if you can't look at the screen and looking around, but use your ears and listen to the pravachan. So that goes for the children, because you have nothing to look at unless you look at the photograph. So we have to learn to adapt in times when we look at the screen and then we listen. But now you have to use your ears only. So let us see how we can focus our mind to that point. As I've said this morning, your mind is that entity that goes all over the place. And if you can, it's a test for you today. Let's see how much you can focus to this pravachan that Pandit Jagdish is going to present to us. And you have noticed throughout the entire session, we have one or two of the Panditas given pravachan. Most of them were the young youths. I'm not even on that schedule. They just throw me out completely. So, they are the ones who take the forefront. Over to Pandit Jagdish for his presentation this morning. And he worked very diligently and hard on it.
I'll ask you to join with me, but since you have, I would have asked you to join with me, but since we have no projector projecting anything today, from your memory, and I know all of you may know this, this not Geet, but introduction to all the pravachans. Please join with me. It's Kaho Ek Baar. Kaho ek baar he mitro सनातन धर्म की जय हो कहो एक बार हे मित्रों वैदिक धर्म की जय हो सनातन धर्म की जय हो वैदिक धर्म की जय हो वैदिक As we usher in the presence of the Almighty, please clasp your hands and close your eyes. Om Om Bhurbhuvah Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Nah Prachodayat Om Vishwani Deva Savitar Duritani Parasuva Yadbhadram tanna asuva. Om Agnenaya Supatharaya Asman Vishwani Deva Vayonani Vidvan Yoyodhyasmaj Johorarna Medno Bhuishtante Namauktim Vidhema. O God, we know you're here, and you're everywhere. So please guide us today as we attempt to deliver the words of the Vedas, the words of the scriptures. And please lend a listening hand, lend a listening ear, and dispense it on the minds of everyone sitting here. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Mothers, fathers, brothers and sisters, children all, Sadar Saprem Namaste. Today, my task is to present to you a topic of interest that will enable you, wonderful and attentive listening audience, to leave Mandir with much fruit for thought, something a little more substantial, which will make our lives, our home and our world a better place in which to live. In an attempt to do so, I have selected a topic that I think is very topical, and I hope that in my presentation you may find something you like and you may want to emulate it in your lives. Before I go into today's discourse, I'd like to tell you a story of someone who will remain anonymous, but whom I'm sure most of you may know. It is on this premise and that overwhelming kindness is my pravachan crafted. The story. Well, I don't need the harmonium for this. When I first came here, when I first moved here from Guyana, I used to visit 1 and 2 times now and then, but then when I first moved, I experienced severe kindness from a good friend of mine. Not only did this friend go out of his way to help me, but he went against his family to help me. And to me, I think this is what a true friend should be like, and what true friendship is. Up today, we're still friends, and I hope we remain friends for as long as we are breathing. Not only did this friend reach out to me, but in reciprocation, whenever this friend is to call me, I am always there. I'm always there to help because I can't ever forget what this friend did for me. In other words, this friend is like my brother. And today, based on that story, I was able to craft the pravachan for today. Today, I would like to explain or like to discuss with you what a brother is. Who is he? Who is your brother? And what relationship you share with him, or what relationship you should share with him. Google and Wikipedia defines a brother in 3 different categories. 1, it's a male having the same parents as another one, or parent in common with another. It's really your brother at home, your blood brother they're speaking about. 2, right, we have Amitesh and Naveen. They're blood brothers. That's only one category. The second category, one who shares a common ancestry, character, or purpose with another or others. This could be your neighbor. Your neighbor could be your brother. This could be your cousin. You share the same ancestry. This could be a colleague. You share the same office space or fraternity. That could be your brother. Your brother could also be the friend, your best friend. They say birds of a feather flock together. So those people with the same ideas, mentality, same concepts in mind, those people also can be your brother. And that's only the second category. The third category could be a member of a religious order of which we are a part of. Naveen is my brother, and Amitesh is my brother, and all the other fathers here are my brothers, and they're my fathers, and all the young kids here are my brothers as well. So This is the third class of brothers that we will move into today. We're not going to any other class of brothers. We will only use these. One, blood brother, which is your biological brother. Cousins, your neighbor, your colleague, and your friend, they fall into another category, which is the second category. And the last category, which I will focus more on, is your brother in Om. And we will, after we finish, I'll show you how your brother in Om is really a true brother. If the screen was up, I would have shown you the classifications, the one out of the 6 classifications in which you can define and you can identify which is your brother. Is it category 1, number 2, or number 3, or if they fall into any of these categories. But I need to ask, what are the true qualities of a brother? This Naveen could be my brother, but what quality does Naveen have that makes him my brother? Is he my brother just because he's my brother? Is he my brother just because we're born in the same family? We're cousins? How is he my brother? According to the encyclopedias, a good brother shows acceptable ways in which to act in social situations. A brother is more than just another family member. Siblings have the opportunity to influence the lives of another, to act as positive role models, and to become a support system for one another in times of need. The influence of a good brother affects younger siblings' social and emotional development and provides a guideline on how to act in school and amongst friends. My question is, do you share any of these qualities with your brother? Are you a true brother? Do you have the qualities of a true brother? Or are you just a brother for namesake? Anybody, you share any of these qualities? I don't want you to raise your hand. I'm just asking. Even if you don't, then at the end of the lecture, at least when you see your brother, whoever he may be your friend, or your neighbor, or your colleague, or your blood brother, or your brother in Om, which we all are here. How do you greet him? And what are some of the qualities you will portray that he is going to think or she is going to think that makes you a good brother? The next question: now we've looked at at Google, we've looked at the web, we've looked at the encyclopedians, and they have described what a good brother is and the qualities of a good brother, or what brothers are. My question is, what does our scripture say about brothers? And I go straight to the Ramcharitmanas. But before I go to the Ramcharitmanas, I'd like to ask you to do 2 or 3 simple exercises with me. So please put your hands like this, as if we were doing the Sandhya. Om Shanno Devirabhishtaya Apo Bhavantu Pitaye Shanyorabhi Shravantu Naha. Sipping and then touching. Om Vak Vak. All of us. Om Vak Vak. Om Pranaha Praranaha. Om Chakshuhu Chakshuhu. Om Shrotram Shrotram. Om Nabhi. Om Hridayam. Om Khantaha. Om Shiraha. Om Bahubhyam Yashobalam. Om Karatala Karaprishte. Again, like the Havan. Om Amrito Pastaranamasi Swaha. Om Amrita Pidhanamasi Swaha. Om Satyam Yashaha Srirmai Shrihi Shrayatam Swaha. Touching again. Om Vangma Aseyastu. Om Vangma Aseyastu. ॐ नसोर्मे प्राणोऽस्तु ॐ अक्षिणोर्मे चक्षुरस्तु ॐ कर्णयोर्मे श्रोत्रमस्तु ॐ बाहोर्मे बलमस्तु ॐ ऊर्वोर्मा ओजो अस्तु ॐ अरिष्टानि मे अङ्गानि तनुस्तनवा मे सह सन्तु. I know in many of your minds you must be asking, what is the relevance of chanting these mantras at this time in the pravachan? But these, to me, are the eternal codes of Vedic Dharma. They're the Sandhya, they're the Havan, and then you just witness the performance of the Yajnas. And these eternal codes is what will make us to be good brothers, good people in this world. And to show you that when you follow these eternal codes of the Vedas, then you can indeed be great, and you can indeed be successful in life. Sri Ram and his brothers followed these codes to the letter, and it made their lives memorable, so that many, many years later, look how many million years we are after them, and we're still chanting their names. Om Chalat Payade Khat Phala Pita Dehat Hira Chorama Pita Dehat Hira Jat Manavanu Raghu Parhi Bharat Saris Ko Aaj Siyapati Ramchandra Ki Jai Guru Vardayanand Ki Jai Yogeshwar Krishna Chandra Ki Jai. When Sri Ram was in the forest, when he was in Banvas, his brother Bharat left his kingdom just to go find him to bring him back. This is an example of what a brother is. And this is how he traveled. The explanation goes as follows, and you would have seen it on the screen. Traveling by foot and eating only fruits, having relinquished the throne that his father has left him, Bharat is on his way to persuade his elder brother to return to Ayodhya. If this don't bring tears to your eyes as to what a good brother is, I don't know what will. According to the scriptures, Bharat walked the thorn-filled pathways of the forest, barefooted, enduring the blistering sun. We don't even want to walk in the sun today. We have shoes and we have socks. We don't even want to walk on the clean road that we have, much less the thorn-filled pathways of the forest. Bharat only did this because he wanted to endure the pain his brother felt, as a means of tapasya and austerity for his elder brother Sri Ram, and to show respect and reverence to Sri Ram. The Ramcharitmanas continues to describe this act of brotherhood. Ram, Siya Ram, Jai Jai Ram. 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 पाहे नाथ कही बगुसाई भूतल परे रघुत की नाई राम सिया राम जय जय राम राम सिया राम जय जय राम वचन सप्रेम वचन सप्रेम लखन पहिचाने भरत प्रणाम भरत this younger brother do when he saw his elder brother running in the direction of Sri Ram? Bharat cried out, "Save me, Lord, save me, my master." He considered his brother God. And based on the, like I said, based on the eternal codes, this is only possible if they were following the eternal codes. If Bharat and Sri Ram and his brothers weren't doing Sandhya and Havan and the yajnas regularly, they wouldn't be in this state of mind. Bharat would not have gone to the forest and seeking his brother because he would have been selfish and he would have wanted to rule the kingdom. So the eternal codes followed by these brothers helped them to live a certain way, to move in a certain direction. Let me continue. Running in the direction of Sri Ram, Bharat cried out, "Save me, Lord, save me, my master." And he fell on the ground like a log. Behind Lakshman, without turning around, Lakshman immediately recognized Bharat's loving speech, and he knew that his second elder brother was paying obeisance to his first elder brother. Now look at this. Lakshman, he saw his next brother coming, but he has a role to play, protecting his elder brother. He didn't just leave his task of protecting Sri Ram and run to his brother. "Hey, how are you doing? I missed you. I didn't see you in a month, 2 months." You know, he stayed put and he remained composed. You can only do this if you're austere and you are disciplined. Bharat, Sri Ram, his brother Shatrughan, and Lakshman, they followed the principles of the Vedas, and they went to Gurukul, and so they learned a specific way of doing things, and they learned how to live properly. And so Bharat, he was in a predicament. He could not decide whether to turn around and Lakshman, it was in a predicament. He could not decide whether to turn around and lift Bharat up as an act of brotherly devotion, or remain unflinching in his protective posture as an act of service to Sri Ram. He was caught up in a dilemma. When he learned from Lakshman that it was Bharat paying obeisance, Sri Ram sprang to his feet, his robe thrown to one side and his arrow to the other. It is not like Sri Ram saw his brother coming and he didn't want to recognize him. Okay, this is my brother. He got the kingdom, and I am annoyed. So I wouldn't greet him. Sri Ram didn't even know that his brother was coming. At the first instant, when he realized that his brother was close by, when he realized his brother was there, saying hello to him by bowing at his feet, he pushed everything away. His arrow and bow and arrow, which is dear to him, and his robe, everything he thrown away so that he can embrace his brother. How did Sri Ram react to his younger brother? What does the scripture say? Barabas liye uthai ura, laye kripa nidhan, Rama Bharat ki milani lakhi, bisare sab hi apan. The ocean of mercy, Sri Ram, powerfully lifted his brother and hugged him. Everyone who witnessed this Ram Bharat Milap, meeting of Ram and Bharat, lost all their self-awareness. What does this mean, to lose your self-awareness? Everyone got emotional to see the love of brotherhood these two brothers shared. Bharat for Sri Ram and Sri Ram for his younger brother. Isn't this the type of brotherhood we would like to share? Isn't this the type of brotherhood we would like our younger brother to share with us and our elder brothers to share with us? Sri Ram life continues to amaze us. Milani priti ki mi jaya bakhani, kavikul agama karama manvani. Milani priti ki mi jaya bakhani, kavikul agama karama manvani. Parama prema purana do bhai, parama prema purana do bhai. Man buddhi chitta hum bisrai, it bisrai Rama, it bisrai. Man buddhi chitta hum it bisrai. How can how can the love in such a meeting be described? It is beyond the thought, word, or deed of any poet. Forgetting their mind, their reason, their intellect and ego, the two brothers overflowed with supreme affection. Goswami Tulsidas presented this story with so much emotion that it really brings us back to reality. How can the essence in this story be transferred to our everyday living? I want to go on, but I see we run out of time, and I have one bhajan prepared. I know all of you may know this bhajan, so please join with me. जगत में हो राम भरत जैसे भाई, जगत में हो राम भरत जैसे भाई, जगत में हो राम भरत जैसे भाई, जगत में हो राम भरत जैसे भाई। रामायण को लिखते लिखते, रामायण को लिखते लिखते कह गए तुलसी गोसाई, जगत में हो राम भरत जैसे भाई, जगत में हो राम भरत जैसे भाई। 14 बरस के लिए हो गए राम भरत की जुदाई, 14 बरस के लिए हो गए राम भरत की जुदाई। मिलकर भी बिछुड़ गए हैं, देखो कर्म कठिनाई, देखो कर्म कठिनाई। भरत ने ले ली चरण पादुका, भरत ने ले ली चरण पादुका, रोते हैं रघुराई, जगत में हो राम भरत जैसे भाई, जगत में हो राम भरत जैसे भाई, जगत में हो राम भरत जैसे भाई, जगत में हो राम भरत जैसे भाई। This bhajan says, Ram and Bharat were separated from each other for 14 years. Bharat had met Ram in the forest, but circumstances forced him to leave his elder brother again to return to Ayodhya to rule until Ram's exile would come to an end. How difficult fate is. Before leaving, Bharat asked Ram for his wooden sandals, for them to be placed on the throne as an indication of Ram's presence. Ram wept bitterly to see such a supreme example of sibling love. To end off, I'd like to ask, do I share such a relationship with my brother in this super fast, first-class society? What can I do at least to love my brother a little bit more than I have been doing? Or how can I make myself a better brother to the people I call brothers? Or to the people I call my sister? But that's a completely different lecture. Do I treat them with love, respect, and honor that they deserve, and provide a guideline for them like they need, like my brother did for me? Please choose one of the classifications and decide on the role you will play as a brother or a sister, so that our society can be a little more sublime. Thank you for this opportunity to discuss with you what my thoughts are on who is my brother and what my brother means to me and the qualities of a brother. Namaste.
Jagdish for that explained to us the qualities of a brother. Last week, the week before last, we heard about the qualities of a family and the relationship family has with the children. Amitesh did that lecture of the family, and Jagdish decided to bring forth the characteristics of a brother. Now, we chant 3 mantras here very often when we have birthdays. We chant them this morning. Those are the 3 mantras that were practiced as he has just explained. Those were the mantras that were incorporated into the personality of the 4 brothers. So, it means then, it means then that what he has just said there, we heard it many, many times. Did you apply your listening capacity this morning, or you were just looking around and see what was happening? How many of you did use your ears to listen what was said this morning? Put your hands up. Are you going to apply it? Are you going to fight with your sister? Okay. So when you come next week, and if you do fight with your sister or brother, and you tell me you fight, then you didn't listen to anything that happens. Ram, Bharat, Shatrughan, and Lakshman, what they did, they practiced those mantras. And these days, we only want to listen to the songs, listen to the chaupais, and listen to the dohas, and then when we go home and say, wow, Panditji sang wonderful, beautiful. Everybody sing nice and everything good. Did you learn anything? I can't even remember what they sang, but I know the music get to my ears. And that's our problem today. Our problem is we love the harmonium, we love the dholak. Without that, the man is boring. So our priority is not in the right place. So what is going to happen? We can sing from now until Janam ke Jug, as they call it, the next Janam, and nothing is going to change. Because we're the laptop, we're the harmonium, we're the dholak, and after that, we forget everything else. That is nice. Laptop is nice. But the original thing is before harmonium and dholak and laptop, and so what we used to do? We used to sit down and look at the Pandit, and we listen to the Pandit, and the Pandit chant and sing for us. But when this come into now, we get a different thing, and we're going a different direction. He rightly said, this fast world, everybody has that little thing in their hand. Even in the yajjas, you see them having it, and they're not turning it off. We went to a wedding yesterday, the same thing happened. And the thing is so loud, they let it go for about 3-4 seconds, or 6 seconds before they try to get it off. We went to the funeral, it was the same thing. But you can't say anything to the person because that's the going world. You're going to a funeral, you're going to a satsang, turn the phone to vibrate and take it off. But it is so much attached. That is what we use to identify ourselves these days. The things we possess. The phone, the iPhone, the iPad, the computer, we use that as an identity. And for you, the student, the children, don't use that as to identify yourself. Use your education, your mannerism to identify yourself. Those are the things that identify you who you are, the way you speak. From the time you open your mouth to say something, someone judge you, immediately they know who you are. And the way you carry about yourself. So what Pandit Jagdish said today is not something that is very new, but he presented you in a nice way. He had a friend. I think I have an idea who the friend is. I hope I do. So you have a brother home, make sure you treat your brother nice. You have a sister, you treat each other nice. Don't fight, no yelling, etc. All right, you promise me that? All of you in front of here? Good. Stand. Aarti Bhajan.
Om Jai Jagadish Hare Swami Jai Jagadish Hare Bhakt Jano ke sankat Bhakt Jano ke sankat Kshan mein dur kare Om Jai Jagadish Hare फल पावे दुख बिन से मन का ओ स्वामी दुख बिन बिन और न दूजा, तुम बिन और न दूजा, आस करो जिसकी। ओम जय जगदीश हरे, विषय विकार मिटाओ, पाप हरो देवा। ओ स्वामी पाप हरो देवा। श्रद्धा भक्ति बढ़ाओ, श्रद्धा भक्ति बढ़ाओ, सत्संग की सेवा। ओम जय जगदीश हरे, जय जगदीश हरे। स्वामी जय जगदीश हरे। भक्त जनों के संकट, भक्त जनों के संकट क्षण में दूर करे। ओम जय जगदीश हरे, ओम जय जगदीश हरे, ओम जय जगदीश हरे।
सर ओम ध्यौ शांतिरंतरिक्षम
अंतरिक्षं शांति, पृथ्वी शांति, रापः शांति, औषधयः शांति, वनस्पतयः शांति, विश्वे देवः शांति, ब्रह्मा शांति, सर्वं शांति। शांतिरेव शांति सामा शांतिरेधि। ओम शांति शांति शांति। प्रेम से बोलो ओमकार भगवान की जय। प्रेम से बोलो मरियारा पुरुषोत्तम श्री रामचंद्र की जय। प्रेम से बोलो गीता का योगेश्वर श्री कृष्ण चंद्र की जय। प्रेम से बोलो भगवती माता सीता की जय। प्रेम से बोलो वेद उद्धारक महर्षि स्वामी दयानंद की जय। प्रेम से बोलो ब्रह्मा ऋषि स्वामी विरजानंद की जय। प्रेम से बोलो वैदिक सत्य सनातन धर्म की जय। ओम अनपते अनस्य नो देहि, अनमिवस्य शुष्मिनः प्रप्ररातारं तारिश ऊर्जनो देहि द्विपदे चतुष्पदे। ओम शांति शांति शांति। Namaste to everyone, and thank each one of you coming this morning, all the musicians and all of you who are here, the audience and all those of you who are here. Thank you very much for coming to Satsang this morning. I hope and pray that you have something to take with you, pravachan-wise and the yajya-wise. Artists come around, give generously, and we have lunch downstairs. Can you please help to pick up the sheets before you go? And then you can go downstairs for your lunch.